Hello my friends, today we're doing another one of those quote videos. Last time we did a quote based around Northern Africa. This time we're going to be doing a quote based around Southern Africa. And we'll be using the exact same book that we talked about last time, alright? So, let's get started. The Portuguese sailed around the tip of South Africa in 1499 and landed in the vast empire of Mwenemutapa, called Mutapa in some of the Portuguese accounts. They described its vast gold reserves, ivory trade, and curious architecture. The empire itself ruled the modern territories of Zimbabwe, Mozambique, and parts of South Africa. Assisting the administration was a sizable bureaucracy, financed by taxation, tribute, and presents. The royal family and their officers used most of the bounty, but a portion of it went to social welfare. Antonio Baccaro, a Portuguese contemporary, informs us that the emperor shows great charity to the blind and maimed, for these are called the king's poor, and have land and revenues for their subsistence, and when they wish to pass through the kingdoms, whenever they come, food and drinks are given to them at the public cost, as long as they remain there, and when they leave that place to go to another, they are provided with what is necessary for their journey, and a guide, and someone to carry their wallet to the next village. In every place where they come, there is the same obligation, under penalty that those who fail therein shall be punished by the king. So one of the reasons I wanted to highlight this quote today is because I happen to be a believer of socialism and the benefits that it can have for society. And this is a great example of socialist policy in Africa. And there are other examples as well. In fact, a very prominent example that you probably know of is the proverb, "It takes a village to raise a child." Yes, that is from Africa. So let's break down that proverb a little. Basically, it's saying that it is the duty of the entire community to make sure that a child grows up healthy and becomes a mature adult. Now, another reason why I brought up this quote about the Mwenemutapa Empire is to do a little compare and contrast with our own American empire. Now, over 500 years ago, this emperor willingly, the leadership willingly, put in these socialistic reforms, right? Meanwhile, the equivalent to that in America, like disability checks, is less than 100 years old. And I'm pretty sure, though I'm not like perfectly well, what's the word I'm looking for? Versed is the word I was looking for. I'm not perfectly well versed in American law and political history, but I do know modern history of America pretty well and modern politics. And in America, our leadership is always pushing against socialist reform. And the only way we ever get any real socialist reform in our country is when the American people push for it. We have to try hard to get that shit. Whereas in this old African empire, the leadership was just like, yeah, of course we should fucking help out blind people and disabled people. You know? So, just an interesting thing to think about. Moving forward from that conversation brings us to the final thing I want to talk about, which is because our leadership is constantly demonizing socialism, they like to make you think it's this newfangled, untested shit. But I just told you that at the very least, it goes back to 1499. This is old shit. Socialist philosophy is old, and it's been implemented, and it worked, damn it. So, yeah, don't be afraid of socialism. Alrighty, that concludes today's episode. Remember, if you like African art, history, and culture, remember to subscribe to the Red Spirit Mask channel and click that like button because it helps get these videos recommended to other folks on YouTube. Alrighty, thank you for watching.